The Batcopter's ready to return to the skies with another version of Super Cobra, this time for the Odyssey 2. Let's go ahead and take Super Cobra, let's pop it in my Odyssey 2, and see how it holds up today. Let's go to the game. Super Cobra was published by Parker Brothers and carries a copyright year of 1983. It is based on Konami's 1981 arcade game prequel to Scramble. It was not released in North America, but it was released in both Europe and Brazil. I'm using a Brazilian cartridge for this review, which works perfectly fine on my North American Odyssey 2. The back of the box says the following: you're a helicopter gunship pilot on a daring and dangerous mission. Air surveillance of enemy territory. Success depends on how far you can penetrate enemy airspace. Can you handle the pressure? Because the further you go, the more difficult the mission becomes. Show that you've got what it takes by maneuvering your chopper around craggy mountain peaks, through deep dark tunnels, over tall city buildings, all while you face enemy tanks and missiles, and weird sky-flying weapons. But you can fight back with high-flying, quick-thinking, fast-reaction moves. Good luck and good flying. I own a loose copy of this game and could not find the manual online, so this review will be based on what I could figure out on my own. If I am missing something important and someone has the manual, you can let me know what I missed in the comments below. Also, there may or may not be some slight differences between this Brazilian version and the European version. Super Cobra is a horizontal shooter for one player only with one standard mode of difficulty. You can press any number to start your game, all with the same standard difficulty, and you use the right joystick, which in many games is used for the second player. This version of Super Cobra moves one screen at a time. Each screen has enemies to avoid or destroy and other objects to destroy for points. In this version, you do not have to worry about refueling. Your helicopter has a shield that can take 10 hits as shown by the number on the lower right. The number goes down every time you get hit or touch an object or wall. Reaching 0 means you are out of shields and any further damage you take will be fatal. You are constantly moving to the right, but you can press right to fly faster and press left to go slower. Tapping the button will fire your gun straight ahead, which has unlimited ammo. Holding the button down longer will send out a bomb in a downward arc. The number of bombs you have is shown as dots on the lower right portion of the screen. You are given a certain number of bombs for each screen you reach, and you can only use those bombs on that screen, being unable to save them for other screens. In total, there are 13 screens. On the 13th screen is a money prize in the lower center portion of the playfield. Here you must pick it up by touching it from above and carrying it off screen to the right. If you don't pick it up just right, for instance, not being center enough when you touch it or pushing down too much on the joystick trying to pick it up, it will blow up. If the money gets blown up or if you fail to take it off screen, you will have to repeat the 13th screen, but it will cost you one of your shield points. If you have 0 points when this happens, you will blow up, ending your game. If you successfully take it off screen, you'll get bonus points and you will start back over at the beginning. However, this time you will have one less bomb to work with per screen. Scoring wise, most enemies and objects appear to be worth anywhere from 2 to 8 points, but successfully taking the money off screen will get you 100 points. If you get a high score, you can type your name in using the keyboard, but it will be erased when you reset or turn off the system. Graphically speaking, this is an above average looking Odyssey 2 game. I especially like the little man in the helicopter. Sound and music wise, there really isn't much going on, but at least your helicopter and the final explosion sound good. Family friendly wise, the game would most likely get an E for everyone rating if released today. Currently at pricecharting.com, the game has a value of $45 loose, $63 complete, and $126 new. However, copies are very rare here in the US, and that price can easily fluctuate. So what do I think of Super Cobra on the Odyssey 2? It's definitely nowhere near arcade perfect, but at the same time, it's probably a good thing that they made it this way. The Odyssey 2 doesn't seem like a system that could handle a game like Super Cobra, so treating it differently is a good approach. It definitely takes some practice getting to learn the levels, as if you're not positioned right going screen to screen, there are times where you will take unavoidable hits. The limited bomb aspect is interesting and actually gives the game a semi-puzzle feel, having to learn when to use your bombs. Using a single button for both the bombs in your gun takes a little getting used to, and you'll probably drop a few bombs on accident, but after a while it wasn't much of a problem for me. I thought the challenge of the game was just right, and I felt very satisfied the first time I was able to successfully take the money off the screen. I also like that this is an Odyssey 2 game with multiple screens that allows you to take multiple hits before dying, whereas most Odyssey 2 games tend to be a single screen one-hit death game. If you're looking for a true port of the arcade game, you're probably going to be disappointed, but personally I enjoyed this different take on Super Cobra. So where am I going to rank Super Cobra on the Odyssey 2? It's going near the middle. I do like Killer Bees more at 4, but I will put this over Alien Invaders Plus at 5. So out of the 9 games have now ranked, Super Cobra is navigating caverns at the 5 position. Super Cobra plays differently than most ports, but for the Odyssey 2, it's a good different. But that's just my opinion. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Also, please like, share, and subscribe. Follow me both on the Facebook and the Twitter, and click the bell so you don't miss any future videos. At this time, I'd like to thank Rocky Raccoon for nominating today's game and supporting the show on Patreon. If you get at least $1 worth of entertainment per month from these videos, please consider joining my supporters at patreon.com/KnowsWhereGamer. Not only will you help keep the show going, but you'll also be able to nominate some games for me to review. Thank you for giving me a little part of your day, and I look forward to see you next time on the next episode of the KnowsWhereGamer. Take care, especially when handling money while flying a helicopter.